made me want to be an actor? I probably got the bug when I did Oklahoma in high school. I was Curly McLean. McLean, right? A black cowboy. Well, we actually did have those. But we had a black cast and a white cast, if you ever want to believe that. Yeah, this was back in '79 at Berkeley Senior High School. Yeah. What were my expectations when I first got started? Really, I wanted to be a consistent working actor, and it's really no different than anybody else starting off in this thing, because once you get the bug, then it's like, yeah, I want to keep doing this and keep doing this, and I never wanted to stop. But you get into it after a while and you find out, you know, how things really start to work. My first real acting job was here, as a matter of fact, in St. Louis. It was downtown. As a matter of fact, I was an extra. And this is when they were shooting more pilots and stuff like that here. As a matter of fact, the pilot that I was involved in had the actor Ralph Waite from the Waltons. Met him, really nice guy, and you know, it was a lot of fun. What could I change about the business? A lot of companies are moving out of LA and they're moving to different markets all over the country. But the problem with that is that they're continuing to bring in their LA talent and not giving local talent their just due or respect, in my humble yet accurate opinion. In New Orleans, they do it a lot. There's a lot of things going on down there. There's a lot more that could be going on here if we went back to a right-to-work state. I know a lot of people don't think that's a great idea, but it is, because it will bring in a lot of more influx of business. If we could do that, that would be great. But to give the actors locally a real shot at a great opportunity of being in a movie or a television series, instead of bringing your name brand actors, which is fine from a marketing standpoint. You want to do that because it's a business. So if you understand that, you know, you get a name brand actor in your, you know, production, then that's great. It'll attract more people. This is fine. I have no problem with that. But give some local actors some real shots at, you know, at stardom or whatever it is they're looking to do. Give them that shot, give them that chance, and that's what we're looking to do with our production company. You got to be willing to do it, because if you're not willing to do it, what's the point? Because you'll run across people who say they want to help you and then they fall through. You're looking for the ones, and they're a small minority who are sold out completely to what you're doing, and they're there with you no matter what. What made me want to start writing and directing, I like being in control. I'm a self-motivated person. I don't need anybody telling me, you know, when to get started, when to get up, and all that kind of stuff. I no longer am interested in just being an actor for hire. I wanted to start creating the work and being more in control of that. Funny, you always have all sorts of resources around you. You kind of ignore them until you actually need them, and you're like, wow, how can I get started on that? What do I need to do? And then all of a sudden you take a step back and you look around, it's like, oh yeah, I have this or I have that. And so that's why you start off with. So I went back to old scripts that I auditioned for, and I started just using those scripts as a guideline in how I needed to get things started. What is a good way to pass the time in between gigs? Have a life. Be balanced in this thing. Oh God, don't let this whole entire thing take over your life. It should be your passion. If this is what you want to do, cool. But it's part of your job, not you necessarily. Go get married if that's what you want to do. Have children, have a family, have a life outside of this. Because there's a lot of students that I have, oh, I want to be famous, I want to be this. Now, if you pay attention to all the people who are famous, you see all the tragic behind the scenes stuff that they had to deal with because they were ill-equipped to deal with the sudden fame, fortune. There's a whole dynamic that goes along with that people just don't realize. So they have more than enough money in the bank to take care of my family, myself, and then be able to help other people who are ready to do things. Make new friends, you know, who are not necessarily in the business, but have a balanced life when you go through this, because when you get to that point, that pinnacle, you've got the wife or friends who are really your friends in this thing long before anybody else who knew you, who you were. So make sure you have that balance. Balance is so important in what we do, because there's so many people who just forsook family, forsook kids, wives, just to do this business. And at the end of the day, when all the cameras were gone, they had their money, they had their fame, but that's all they had. Sum up in what, one sentence? We serve. We serve. And what does that mean? It means that this thing just isn't about us. We're looking to benefit, sure, financially, absolutely. We're looking to benefit in opportunity. We're looking to do that, but at the same time, we're looking to bring as many people who are ready to come along with us.